Hello, everybody. We are live streaming, I do believe, in certain places. I'm going to get us hooked up over here on our Amazon as well, because we are going to be sharing this with all of our friends on all the places, including Amazon live stream. So welcome, welcome, you guys. I am thrilled to introduce you that don't know my good friend KariAnne Wood. She is a best-selling author of multiple books. She is, in addition, an amazing multiple six-figure blogger. She is just a force to be reckoned with. I am super excited to have KariAnne Wood here. KariAnne, welcome. I'm so glad you're here.
Thanks. I'm super excited, especially at that intro. Thanks, Melanie.
Okay, so we're going to dive right in. We're going to do this in a bullet point fashion. We're going to just go through this. I'm so excited. And the reason I say it like that, you guys, isn't because we don't want to know all the things. It's because KariAnne literally has 9 books. Well, she has 8 and one coming in the works. I can't wait to hear about that one too. But let's just get started at the beginning. KariAnne, what was something that kind of motivated you to say, hey, I'm a blogger, but listen, I think I want to write a book?
Well, when you write a blog and you wake up every day and you pour your heart out into the world, you realize that there are such amazing individuals that really encourage you and lift you up and bring you along and make you feel, special. And so I love that connection. And so it really encouraged me in my writing. It encouraged me in what I wanted to do. And so I thought, you know what, if I write a book, then it will be something I can hold in my hands rather than just type on my computer. And I can take it out into the world and connect with all of these incredible individuals and really have something tangible rather than just the daily blog posts.
Oh, that is awesome. And so start us out. Which book was the first book?
So the first book was called So Close to Amazing.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to scroll over to our cart, and that one is actually on sale today. I
Let's
can't even
go.
believe it. Over on Amazon. Never happens, but your book, So Close to Amazing, was on sale today. Now, this is one of the ones I have literally read through and through. It is an awesome, awesome book. And I'm going to let her tell a little bit of the story behind writing this one. But I did want you to know that it is amazing, not just so close, but it was literally amazing how she married personal stories to DIY projects. So I am in love, love, love. I actually dog-eared the chapter 6, Floor Without End,
Oh,
because it
yeah.
has such a cute little DIY at the end. Tell us a little bit about the thoughts behind this book, KariAnne.
Well, that book, so I kind of live my life in stories. If you meet me for more than 5 seconds, I am a storyteller. I think that the world is brighter with stories, and I just really wanted to tell mine. And so this is a bit the story of really how we jumped, how we moved from Dallas, Texas, where we live. Right now, we've actually jumped back, but we lived in Dallas, Texas, and we wanted to jump to the middle of rural Kentucky. And it's the story of trying to fit in. It's a story of trying to live your very best life. And you know what? When that happens, there are days when you are so amazing that you're like, the world is a lucky place to have me in it. And then there are days when you are so close. And so it's really about overcoming challenges and trying to fit in desperately, and some days not fitting in, but it's my heart. It's actually, of all the books, I think it's my favorite book because it's me. It's me in the chapters of that in that book right there. That is me. That's my story, and that's my heart for sure.
I love your story. And one of my little favorite things, you guys, once you start reading her books and really dig into loving, you'll fall in love the first chapter of any of these, actually. But you'll see these little bitty things that she does, like this total aside. She puts total aside in every chapter of this amazing book. And they are cute little anecdotes to just like, hey, off topic. Hey, and by the way, And hey, I'm a creative brain, so this is what you're into. This is what you're gonna get.
That's
I
in
love that.
in either amazing news or so close to amazing news. That's how my brain works. Like, so I'll tell a story about something. I'll be like, "Oh, by the way, have you watched the Love Is Blind reunion? Like, it's amazing. You need to go." People are like, "Wait, wait, I thought we were talking about Target." And I'm like, "Oh, I know. It's just my that's how my brain goes from one thing to another." So yeah.
Exactly. I know, I know, I know, I know. So, KariAnne, can you walk us through how you came up with the new books, the new ideas for the new books, and then tell us which book was next?
Okay, so the next book that I wrote actually was the DIY home planner, and so and the reason for this was the idea behind that book was all of the people that on the blog asked me all the questions all the time. They asked me like, how high do you hang a chandelier? And this is actually our bestseller book. This book has been in Kirkland's, of course, all bookstores all over the country. It's been online at Target, Walmart, all of that. And of course, amazing, incredible Amazon. But yeah, it's really what it is a book for everybody who has questions about decorating. So we walk you through every single chapter. We walk you through how to, oh gosh, paint, how to decorate, how to mix patterns. There's a lot of it's just how to choose a light fixture right there. It has fun little illustrations along with just some photos and different things. Just so it's perfect for anyone, a new homeowner. It's perfect for someone who just got married and they got their first house. Oh, and there's some fun printables in the back too that you can detach and frame too. So yeah, it's just kind of thing. There's pockets on the front of it, so you can put your paint chips. You can put everything on the inside front cover. Yeah, there's little pockets right there, so you can put your paint chips. It's almost like it's like if you're decorating a room or a space, it is your how-to book for sure.
It's like your little journal, your little
That's right.
manual.
Yeah.
And I think that it is so cute and whimsical. I love all of the artistry. So how did you choose an artist, or did you do all this?
Oh no, 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 no. I'm a writer, not a drawer. um, it actually, in amazing news, the publisher had an incredible lady named McCall, and she is incredible. Her name's also on the cover as well, and she did all of the illustrations in the book. I took the picture on the front cover, but and the pictures in the book, the photography in the book, but she actually drew everything, and she's super, super talented.
I love that. So if you are a homeowner who is just stuck on certain aspects of decorating, um, like the rugs, the light fixtures, all the things that take actual like thought processes. This is going to be a planner for you, you guys. It is got everything from not only the tutorials, but step by step instructions and little guidelines. I saw you even had like graphic papers.
Yes, yes, in case you want to do room layouts. Yeah, it is like, I mean, it's everything you need. If you're stuck and you don't know where to begin with decorating, that planner is your answer. It's incredible. It walks you through chapter by chapter, like let's start with the paint colors, let's add this in, let's add our room layout, let's add lighting and accessories and all of that stuff. It just walks you through step by step. It's super hands-on and it's chock full of ideas.
Love it. So you got this inspiration from your blog readers, which
Yes.
is awesome.
Well,
Okay.
actually, those blog readers who I love and are my heart and forever and a day will be so grateful because every idea for every book I've written really came from, just either questions I've gotten or an inspiration, some idea that had sparked a book.
And so what was book number 3, KariAnne?
Okay, so book number 3 was the DIY Style Finder. That was the
I happen to have it.
And that book, oh, just open that front cover of that book. Like, look at that pattern on the inside flap. Like, look at that inside cover. It's like
Hold
so
on.
the
Hold
most
on. I
beautiful.
gotcha.
Look at
Isn't
that.
this amazing?
Yeah, that sets the tone for the whole book. So this book is all about. It was kind of so we got questions on how to decorate, but then people were like, "What's your style? Like, how do you find your style?" Well, there's a quiz that you can take um, that helps you find your style. And then the book is really divided into 5 different sections of different styles. So not only, and sometimes you're maybe 2 styles. So we have every single walking you through the living room, the kitchen, the either DIYs. There are elements that each style has. There are and in amazing news, we traveled all over America and we photographed different bloggers' homes. So we went to different bloggers, showed them, showed what the inside of their home, and then had them kind of give their decorating advice too, and weigh in on their decorating style. And so it's amazing. It's 4-color, beautiful, glossy photographs. There are tons of ideas in there. It is it's a beautiful, beautiful, yeah, that's a beautiful book. That's actually at Bree Rooms for Rent. If you've ever followed her blog, Rooms for Rent, she has a beautiful, beautiful home. And those chickens just happened to be there when we were there photographing it. Oh yes, and you've been, Melanie, you may or may not have been in that bathroom before.
I have. I recognized it right off the bat.
Yeah, that's
Their
actually the
home is
bathroom
so
of my house.
beautiful. What a great inspiration. And my favorite chapter is this one on hutches. I'm like,
Oh
what
yeah.
a great topic to hit when you're talking about styling because there's so many options. Um, this book, KariAnne, I'm sure you may or may not know, is on super sale today.
It's under $5, I think.
It's 68% off. It is $9.48
Oh,
down to
9.48. I was thinking it was $5.
$79.99.
I was like,
Boom. Oh my gosh, you guys. So of all the books, this one is got the best deal going today. You should definitely grab this, put it in your cart. I have it linked in the carousel below, but listen, you guys, this one was a collaboration of love. And KariAnne, just tell me a little snippet, like your favorite thing about writing this book and traveling across the states to these people's houses.
well, I think the most amazing thing about it, about writing that book was, my family, I grew up every summer going to Cape Cod, and I still go. Well, I don't go every summer, but I do try to go. So my mother still has a house up there, and all my relatives live up there. And it's actually where I photographed the most recent book that's coming out, which we'll get to that in just a sec. But our family's beach home right there is that's actually Yvonne's house from Stone Gable. But the beach house, we talk about coastal style, and all of that, that was my bedroom right there growing up. So it was a way of marrying all the history of my family and all of the stories. So there's stories in every single chapter. There are stories in every chapter that I share in the book too, as well. Just about meeting the bloggers and talking to them, and stories about finding your style. And but my favorite story was truly finding the joy in my family's home that I'd never shared before. I had never shared it on the blog, so it was brand new content. And having my family around supporting me while we were photographing, it was lovely. It was absolutely lovely.
And so, how did you find your collaborators?
Well, I know a few bloggers, just a few, and so I just really went with some of my very favorites. Bloggers that influenced me, bloggers that I knew had amazing style, and Carmel from Our Fifth House. Her style is so contemporary and modern and fun. And Yvonne from Stone Gable, her style is more traditional and classic and beautiful. And then, of course, my family had the coastal home. And then we had Bree, Rooms for Rent. She's all farmhouse style. And so, yeah, it was just, and then, of course, Laura from Finding Home. She's really more of a transitional style. So she's eclectic. She has all the different styles together. So a lot of people go, what if I have more than one style? We have a style in that book for you as well. So yes, it was just so lovely to get to see their homes, and they were so welcoming and so helpful, with everything that we did with the photography shoot. We spent about 2 or 3 days at each location doing the photo shoots, and it was so much fun. And it's really a great way if you're confused and you're like, what is my style? This is the book for you.
The quiz is genius, and I'm going to tell you what an awesome. First of all, let's just say this makes the perfect coffee table book. I
Oh
mean, it
yeah.
is amazing. Absolutely, the colors are awesome, and you get five designers in one book. Okay, so where else are you going to find a compilation of amazing resources all in one spot and on sale? So I love that. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now what was the next book, KariAnne?
The next book was the devotional. And so
Ooh.
this tiny little Devo, and oh, y'all, when Tyndale, the publisher of this book, approached me and they actually said, "Hey, we would love to have you write a devotional," and I'm like, "Oh, I am not sure I'm qualified to write a devotional." I definitely have a faith I work on every day, a faith I struggle with, a faith. There are days when it is incredible and amazing, and then there are days when I have struggles with my faith. And so I said to them, the only way that I could write a devotional is if I wrote it in stories. And so it's not, I would say it's not your typical devotional. Like, so for example, there's a whole story about me stepping in dog poop. And and there's a story about, oh, and there's also, I even took some Old Testament characters and really, and I think there's a couple New Testament characters in there too, and really told it from their perspective, their modern take on it. But the whole heart of the book is for you, if you are struggling, if you are looking at, life just seems overwhelming, you feel broken, you got this, friend. And the reason why you've got this is because God's got you. Like you don't have to solve all the problems. You don't have to figure everything out because God went first, and God knows. God holds you right in the very heart of His hand. So I think this was probably the book that I felt the least qualified to write, but it was the one that I actually struggled with writing the most because I just wanted to communicate my heart and communicate my faith and truly tell it from the vantage point of a definitely an imperfect human, which is me for sure, and really just stories of encouragement and joy.
You did an amazing job at that, and I tell you what, nobody writes a story like KariAnne, and I'm just gonna tell you that there are 52 of these beautiful, lovely stories. I dog-eared this one. It's about losing diamonds and looking for them in all the wrong
Oh
places, and
gosh,
when you're
yeah.
lost and then you're found, because I could resonate. I had lost a diamond out of my, wedding ring before, and just that feeling of, "Oh my gosh, have to find it," and the way that you put into words literally a story and tie it back with something that we can learn from and grow from in our faith is just beyond awesome. So, KariAnne, you nailed it with this. And it's a cute little book that you can keep on your nightstand. And you can literally pull this out every single morning or every single week. There's 52. And make sure that you learn something and you will resonate with some of these stories for sure.
It's just like, sometimes I sit in church and when the pastor uses illustrations in church, I just pay better attention when there's an illustration that goes along with it. It just helps me to focus and figure it out. And so I had to so every single one is a story. They're like a beginning, a middle, and an end story. So and then I talk about the biblical application of the story. But yeah,
Yes, no cliffhangers. They're
no,
all beginning and end. Yes, I
no
love that.
cliffhangers at all.
So awesome. Okay, next.
Okay, so the next one is, but where do I put the couch?
Okay, I have to say, I'm in love with this book. I had not read this book up until this point, but now I have, and this one is a definite must buy. All right, but where do I put the couch? KariAnne, you did this in collaboration with Melissa Michaels. Tell me the thought process behind this book.
Okay, so what we did was Melissa and I got together. I love her; she's amazing. Her blog is called The Inspired Room. She's incredible, and a good friend of mine. And we put out to the world, to our readers, and we said, "Okay, we want to write a book together where we answer your questions." So we put the questionnaire on both of our blogs, and we said, "Hey, ask us any question that you want, and we will try our best to answer it." Well, we got thousands of questions. It was a lot of questions. So we went through, a lot of them were similar. So we went through, separated them out, pulled out 101 of them. And she answered half of them and I answered half of them. She may have answered one more than me. I don't know. I don't remember who answered more. But there's photos, there are answers to all of the questions, starting with, but where do I put the couch? Which The answer to that question is do not put your couch against your wall if you can help it. Now, sometimes the room layout definitely lends itself to putting the couch against the wall. But a secret tip that people don't tell you is just when you're decorating your room, don't push all your furniture against the wall. Pull it in, pull it in, pull it in. The room will just feel cozier. It will feel warmer. And just by moving it away from the wall, you can just, it's a simple, easy, free tip to decorate your house. So there's a lot of free tips in there, a lot of easy things that you can just reimagining, re-looking at things in different spaces in different ways and trying to figure out solutions for all of your decorating questions.
And I love how you've got them all categorized. So it's not just a free for all, like you're not just lost thumbing through trying to find your question to get answered. It's literally in categories based on the rooms and a certain um, type of question. So you're going to find all of them in one little spot. And some of them might be questions you didn't know you ever had,
That's
but
right.
you will see it and you'll be like, oh, yeah, I really want to know that. So this is
Well,
so
and what's interesting about this book, so all of these books have been bestsellers on Amazon. All of them have been bestsellers, but this one stayed at the top of the charts the longest. So it's had the most longevity, and we get. I still we wrote the book about 3 years ago, I think, and I still get questions about it. People still comment about it and ask me questions. So yeah, there's a lot of gold. If you're looking for a book with a lot of decorating meat to it, that is the book for sure.
yes, this is a fun, easy read. And she's got it, like I said, all categorized. And I think it's so helpful and amazing that there's these awesome photos in it. So they're all clean, crisp, beautiful photos. And I don't know about y'all, but sometimes if you don't have time to read the whole magazine, you'll just flip through for the photos. That's kind of like what this is as well. You can pick it up anytime just to get inspiration from the images, even. But the actual answers to the questions are so thorough and so awesome.
You know
um,
what's so interesting about that book as you're flipping through it? So that book was written like 3 years ago, and almost every room that you're flipping, I'm like, oh, I redecorate that room. Oh, I redecorate that room. Oh, I redecorate. Oh gosh, yes. It's always like just yesterday I posted The Office. I think you're flipping through, there's a picture of The Office in there. Now The Office has been completely redecorated, looks completely different. So
well,
I
and
think
that's the
that's
beauty.
what we do. That's what we do.
Mhm.
That's our job is to
That's
do it.
exactly right. Um, okay, there's a couple other books I wanna mention because you have 2 lovely twin daughters, and they've written a couple of books, for girls.
Yes, they've actually written 3 books for girls. So they have, and they're perfect for that tween age. That's really what they were designed and written for. And they are the cutest books. The artist is the same artist that did the DIY planner. So there's 52 DIY crafts for girls. There's 52 room decor for ideas, and then the one that that Melanie doesn't have is called. It's actually a devotional for tween girls, and it's 52. Um, Devotionals for girls. I think it's 52. It might be 100. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while since that book, but yeah, they come great in a set. They're perfect for tween girls. There's just a lot of creative ways to like own your space. I don't know about you, but my daughters, they wanted to decorate their own rooms, and it was a little bit painful for me because of course I wanted to decorate their rooms. And so they had a lot of say, and they have things that they like. And this book was written by them when they were younger for tween girls, to really, from one tween girl to another, to speak into them and really encourage them and say, hey, you've got your own style, and here's some fun projects you can do with your mom, with yourself. And it's just really been, those were bestsellers as well, and they've just continued to kind of live on, and people just absolutely love those books.
We absolutely love Whitney and Wesley. They are amazing little girls, all tribute to you and your husband. Also, these I mean, I was just thinking, what awesome gifts. These are awesome gifts. Sometimes you get that tween age and you're not sure, like, what do they want? What do they need? I don't know. I don't have a tween right now. We'll grab one of these because it will be, like she said, written by the tween for the tween, and you will hit the nail on the head, especially with like these craft ideas.
Well, and
And
all the
then
crafts are like illustrated. It's step by step, so cute with little illustrations. Like there, it's just the cutest little book. So bright and happy and fun, and um, yeah, it's just. And there's different, like even Christmas crafts and Valentine's, Easter crafts, just fun, easy. There's an Easter that super cute little one, and then the twins wrote some sweet stuff in there. So yeah, it's just it was a fun labor of love for them. So
again, another whimsically, is that a word? Whimsically illustrated book, and it is so fun, so
well, the
fun.
cutest thing is with each of the crafts, they have their own little take on it. So because they're twins, and so one of them has one kind of personality, and another has another personality, and so they, uh, they both at the end they'll chime in like, "Hey, I think this is good to do this with, and I did this with this." So I think it's kind of their own little total asides.
That's awesome, and that's a lot of times what the people have the question of, like, "So where do I put this, and what do I do with this?" And they've answered it for them. I love that, and a couple of those are on sale today as well, just so that you know.
Amazon just
Um,
knew. Amazon knew that we were going to have this live. They knew.
they really did, they really did. KariAnne, what advice would you give someone who was thinking about following your path and following your journey to writing all these books? Like, what advice would you give them as far as that first book?
You know what's interesting? That's such a good question because I feel like, Melanie, I feel like inside of all of us, we have a story to tell. I feel like we have something that we do better than anybody else, whatever that is. Maybe it's you're the best quilter, or you're the best cooker, or you're the best baker, or you're the best painter, or you're the best storyteller. And I think that inside of so many of us, we have that. And we're always like, well, gosh, does anyone care about this? Is anyone interested in? Because I think that's the first hurdle that you have to overcome whenever you go to write a book is you're like, is this even going to be interesting to people? And the thing that I find is if it is your heart and you are passionate about it, um, I would highly encourage you that there's an audience out there that is going to be just as passionate and just as interested in it as you are. So that's kind of my this one piece of advice over here that's more esoteric, I guess, not as actionable. And my actionable tip for someone really wanting to start to write a book would be to start a platform. Whatever your platform is, whatever you whether you want to start a platform on Facebook or Instagram or start a blog or a website or YouTube, whatever your platform, because really when you're connecting with a publisher and talking to a publisher, the first thing they're going to ask you is, what are your platforms? How are you going to come alongside the publisher? I mean, the publisher is amazing. Harvest House is absolute gold. They have helped me promote. I have a publicist um, at both publishers, and they're incredible. They help you get all the word out about your books, but the publisher also wants you to kind of come alongside and help promote the book as well. So, I would really, if you were interested in writing a book, first of all, think really hard about what your type of book you wanted to write. Then I would start a platform with that type of information. So then when the book comes out, it makes sense. So my first book was a book of stories. Well, even though I write a decorating blog, I am a storyteller. The pages of my blog are full to the brim of stories. And so that's why that book was such a great fit, because people are already familiar with my stories. So they're like, oh, here's a book of stories by KariAnne. And then, I have home decor. So then the home decor made sense. I am not a cook, or I am not a baker. So you don't see a recipe book from me. Lean into what
Those
you.
are also known as cookbooks, KariAnne.
Oh, that's right. Did I call recipe? See, that's shameful. I'm so shameful. I'm so so close to amazing. Yeah, a cooker book. Oh, it's called a cookbook. Yeah, cookbook. Yeah, that's what those things are called. I think somebody gave me when I got married, and it's still sitting on the shelf.
There you go. Hopefully it has really good pictures.
Yes, it does. It does. It does.
Well, that's awesome. Listen, KariAnne, we are going to put all the information about all the books down in the show notes and as well over on all the places. But let me ask you, what is next?
yes, I totally forgot. We were talking about the other books. So I have a book. Oh, y'all. Oh, I cannot wait to share it with the world. It's called 10-Minute Decorating Ideas. And it is the cutest, sweetest book. It's a smaller book. So what it makes is the perfect gift for your girlfriend. It fits into your purse and it's just quick, easy, simple, fun decorating ideas. But in amazing news, they're organized by season. So there's spring decorating ideas, there's fall decorating ideas, summer, Christmas decorating, but you can do them in 10 minutes and the majority of them are like under $5. So for $5 in 10 minutes, you could transform a room in your or space in your home very, very easily. And not only that, it's so cute. It's all blue and white, which I'm kind of into blue and white right now. So even the spine of it is blue and white. It's a hardback, beautiful 4-color book, all about 10-minute decorating ideas. So yeah, and it's releasing September of this year. So stay tuned, and I'll be putting more information about that out soon.
That is super exciting. I cannot wait. That sounds right up my alley with decorating and seasonal and quick and easy and budget friendly. Woo! I know all my people will be running to grab that. So, KariAnne, thank you so much for your time and coming on here and sharing with us a little bit behind the scenes of each of these heartfelt, heartwarming books that have come from the heart. And I just appreciate you.
Oh, right back at you, Melanie. Thank you for being such a supporter and an encourager and a loyal friend. You are an incredible individual.
Oh, thank you. All right, you guys, grab these books. Grab these books while they're on sale because next time you blink, they might not be on sale again. And how fun is it just to add it to your cart when it's on sale and save a little extra too, and grab one, and that affords you to grab one for your friend. So, anyway, thanks, guys. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye bye.